Aananda Imperial present AGOMONI ADDA in association with What's New Life. Welcome to everyone. Today have a special guest, Chef Nisar Ahmed. Sir, कैसे हैं?
First class. Thank you.
You are welcome, sir. Chef, अभी तो फेस्टिव सीजन है, थोड़ा बहुत प्रेशर भी है होटल इंडस्ट्री में. अभी एक कोविड सीजन में कैसे चल रहा है? मतलब इन जनरल क्वेश्चन है, हर किसी को मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. कोविड तो बहुत खतरनाक है. मतलब ये इंडस्ट्री में बहुत सारी चीज हो चुके हैं ऑलरेडी. तो कैसे हैंडल कर रहे हैं आप?
देखिए, पहले तो सबसे पहले लेट मी थैंक द व्यूअर्स and thank you to your platform to give me a chance to come on your platform. And second thing, what you have asked me about the COVID, actually, see, this is something which is new to every one of us. Okay, so naturally now last 6 months, 7 months we are used to this system, and slowly we have adapted ourselves to the what is the new system of how we have to tackle in this situation. So businesses has gone down. Now slowly it is coming up. Now I think maybe few more months everything will recover, and everything will be after maybe 4-5 months, saying everything will be on track. So we have to develop certain norms for to deal with this type of situations, which we have done, and we are working with those type of new norms, and we are carrying on.
Okay, sir.
That is
actually हर कोई वो चाइल्डहुड से किसी का ख्वाहिश होता है जो फ्यूचर में.
I'm losing your voice.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Your voice is not clear coming.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, now it is okay. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. शेफ, हाँ, कैसे आपका चाइल्डहुड से अभी तक जो जर्नी है, तो वो कैसे क्या हुआ? मतलब कैसे आप शेफ बने और कैसे डिसाइड किया है जो हाँ मुझे शेफ बनना है? तो अगर अगर हम लोग का जो व्यूअर्स है उसी को अगर आप बोलेंगे.
ओके, तो हम शेफ कैसे बने? शेफ हम बने बहुत आफ्टर एंटरिंग द इंडस्ट्री आई बिकेम अ शेफ. ओके, it was not something in my mind that I have to become a chef, but after entering the industry I was मैं बना फ्रंट ऑफिस मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग, और 6 महीने मैंने मैनेजमेंट ट्रेनिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफिस में किया. उसके बाद आई स्विच्ड ओवर टू शेफ ट्रेड, because after seeing the creativity, and I got little bit affinity towards that line in the hotel. I joined the hotel. I joined as a management trainee. After 6 months, I requested I may be shifted to the chef line. So then I got shifted. After 6 months, I got shifted to the chef line, and I started training for 2 years as a kitchen management trainee, which was a chef training program. So from there, it is only after entering the hotel, though I entered with the thing that I will become a manager, and I became a manager for 6 months as a training manager, like trainee, management trainee. After that, I switched over to kitchen management training, which was a chef training, which is a chef training course. And that also I have done 2 years after that, 2.5 years, including this 6 months, it went up to 2.5 years for me. So after that, I became a junior sous chef at the beginning of my career, actually. That is what, after entering only the hotel industry, I decided, yes, I will go to this side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there a chef you admire the most?
See, in my career, in my span of so many years now in this line, I have worked with lot of executive chefs. I have worked with lot of chefs. I have worked in India also, abroad also. But I admire few chefs actually with whom I have closely worked, actually, under whom I have worked. One was, his name was Roger Moncourt. He was
Okay.
in 87, 88, 89, I have worked with him. He was a French chef and he was the corporate chef for Ashok Group as well as for the ITC Group. Executive chef for Ashoka Delhi and as executive chef for ITC Moria. So I worked as a trainee under him at the beginning of my career. He was the chef who was having a very excellent hand in French cuisine, and he was a chef who was a very he was an eye for detail, and he has a very good hand in French cuisine. And then second chef under whom I worked was Miss Matthew Crop. Under Matthew Crop, I have worked almost 3 years actually. That also in Calcutta, I worked under him. He was my executive chef in Sonar, ITC Sonar. So I worked under him again for almost 3 years. And he was a very capable chef, very organized chef, technically very qualified chef, and very planned chef and organized chef. So, he was a chef who has a lot of concepts in his mind, and he has a different concept of food presentations and so many other things which are required for a good chef, actually very excellent chef. Those things were in Matthew Crow. So these are the two I have seen in my life, though there are a lot of other chefs also with whom I got influence, but closely I have worked with these two chefs actually, especially the Matthew Crop. I have worked for almost 3 years, and I have seen his work actually, his hand at work. It was very exclusive hand he has in the preparations, presentations, management, organizing, planning. Everything was superb, superb.
Chef, what is your favorite cuisine to cook?
See, actually, when you start becoming a chef, actually for 2 years time, when I was under training, you have to try to learn each and everything, because that is a training phase. Then again, when you progress in your career, you have to know about everything. Though you will not be expert in everything, but you have to have a basic knowledge of cooking, knowledge of the items. And but then you make one cuisine your forte cuisine, which is very where you become very expert. And that cuisine I have chosen Indian cuisine, where I have done my expertise, and I have chosen my own cuisine only. So it is an Indian cuisine where I have this thing, what you call my what I have done specialization Indian side on.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, chef, हर कोई तो शेफ नहीं बनता है और हर खाना
I'm not
कोई
getting your
शेफ को
voice.
हेलो
Your voice is breaking.
हेलो आर यू हियरिंग
Yeah, yeah. Now it is
या
okay.
ओके व्हिच टाइप ऑफ फूड यू पर्सनली लाइक्ड
See, I personally like to eat what you call a Middle East food actually,
ओके
because of the reason is it is a very healthy food, and it is on the softer side, and it is a very not too complicated to cook also, and not lengthy procedures, and very healthy aspect is there. So I like to have that type of food, and I like Indian food. Of course, I was a very great fond of this, and I eat a lot of biryanis. I eat a lot of kebabs because that is my own food actually.
ओके शेफ व्हाट इज योर चाइल्डहुड अर्लीस्ट एम्बिशंस
See, actually, I will tell you, there are when you are a child, some things touch your brain, some things come to your mind, but ultimately it doesn't materialize. So when I was also growing up, I have something, a dream that I should take up a profession where I can make the people's life happier. So what are those professions? Are few professions which are very directly come in contact with the life of the people, which contribute towards the life of the people. So it is first doctor, it is a chef, and it is a priest. So these three professions directly, because doctor treats an person who is in a very bad situation, so he treats him. So he treats his life actually. A chef treats him with a good food. So it also touches his life. And priest
Of course,
teaches him with his teachings, with the teaching, so that no, it makes his life in such a way. He makes his life in such a way so that it goes as per a proper principles of life of any religion, for example. So my this thing was that I will go for an MBBS actually, but ultimately I was not so good in the what you call studies. So it was a very what you call a lengthy. You have to go over 5-7 years to study. Then it is very tough type of this thing studies. So ultimately I changed my mind that time. So I left that thing. I thought, okay, let me enter the hoteliering now. So I went for hotel management. I did hotel management. After that, I entered the hotel management. I told how I entered that. And here, when entering the hotel management, I decided no, after doing 6 months, I shifted to the chef profession, because that I felt that time now, because of going for a chef profession, I will be able to create something, do something which will bring the happiness to the faces of the people. That is by way of making the good food for the people. Making good food for the people. Naturally, food is a something which brings always happiness to anyone's face, whether it is small, it is big, it is old, it is young. So whenever you talk about food, it brings, ultimately it is a thing, it brings automatically it brings happiness to the mind of a person. So naturally, when you serve food, when you prepare food, when you feed food to someone with love, naturally it brings happiness to him. That is why I thought, okay, let me go to the profession which gives happiness to the people actually.
शेफ घर पे अ, अगर कोई है जो आपका जो प्रोफेशन
Your
में
voice
जो
is little bit. You have to keep this nearby because it is not coming.
ओके
Yeah, have to tie
हेलो
up it here. Yes.
या
Yeah,
या
yeah. Okay.
एक्चुअली
Yes.
व्हेन आर यू हैप्पीएस्ट एट वर्क
No, your voice is not clear.
हेलो आर
Yeah,
यू
yeah. Now
हियरिंग
it
मी
is okay.
या
Yeah, yeah.
व्हाट व्हेन आर यू हैप्पीएस्ट एट वर्क
See, myself happiest at the work is I am always happy at work, first of all. But when you use the happiest word, I will tell you I am happiest when I get a good feedback from the guests. When they say your food is very good. Second thing is when I see my colleagues and my workers who are working with me, they are happier while working with me. So I feel more happier. And second, third thing, when I feel most happiest is when I see the people progressing, whether they progress technically, they progress financially, or they progress in their career. So these are the three things where I feel most happiest while on the work.
Chef, why did you train to be a chef? And I mean, first or second stage. I mean, you told me you were a hotelier from first.
I'm not getting you. Your voice is breaking actually. It is not clear.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah. You have to keep it near,
हाँ,
I think, Mike.
okay,
Ah,
okay, okay.
yeah, yeah. Now it is okay. Yes.
एक्चुअली मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है जो आपने बोला है आपने करियर स्टार्ट किया था जो फ्रंट ऑफिस एग्जीक्यूटिव उसके बाद आपने कोर्स स्टार्ट किया तो अगर ये शेप प्रोफेशन में आएंगे और आना चाहते हैं तो उसको हेलो आर यू
Yeah.
हियरिंग हाँ तो अगर कोई शेफ प्रोफेशन में आना चाहते हैं तो उसको क्या करना चाहिए मतलब अभी तो एक ट्रेंड चल रहा है जो ये होटल इंडस्ट्री में काम करना चाह रहा है बहुत सारे लोग ये प्रोफेशन में आना चाह रहा है तो क्या करना चाहिए एक्चुअली व्हाट इज द प्रोसीजर एंड व्हाट इज द फ्यूचर
Say, procedure is same. People go to the catering colleges, they go to the hotel management colleges. Either they go for the apprenticeship courses and they get trained. And once they get trained, they apply to the hotels and they get selected. Okay. Now, this is the basic procedure for everywhere, anywhere in India. So once you are trained, you get a chance in hotel, in restaurant, anywhere in railways, in air catering, or in convention catering, or international events catering, hospital catering. Wherever there are chances, you get a chance to work for. Second thing is what is the see it is second question was yours was what are the
Sec-
prospects actually?
exactly.
Yeah, the prospectus is, see, this is a line actually which makes you perfect actually. It makes you perfect in the way that it is something technical which is in your hand, it comes to your hand. So when you concentrate on your job, when you put your soul in your job, you become such a perfect chef. Tomorrow, if the need arises, you have technical things in your hand. You are a technical man. You can do on your own something, or you can. It is not necessary you just do a job or you do any this thing. You can develop something. You can become an entrepreneur also tomorrow, like lot of chefs are becoming these days. So, and if you don't have enough of finances, you can start from a small level. And food is something which is always there. Requirement is always there. It is not today I will eat, tomorrow I will not eat, or I can no escape from this thing. I can't, because I have to survive. So I have to eat food today, tomorrow, evening, morning, every time I have to eat. I can avoid wearing a fresh shirt every day or after every week, but I can't avoid food. So food is something which is the basic requirement of any human being. Okay. So naturally, this is a line where there is always a requirement, so there is a scope always. It is not something which is they are going to vanish. People will not eat tomorrow onwards food, so what you will do? They have to eat. Whether they eat in the home, they eat in the hotel, they eat in the road, they eat in the restaurant. They have to eat the food. Naturally, the people who have to make that food, they have to be there. So scope is always there. Scope is always there, and it is going to grow day by day. It is not something it is today scope is there, tomorrow it is going to bang. No, it is not, because it is there is always industry is growing up. Once industry is growing up, naturally there is a scope of an enhancement in the job side also. There is an enhancement there is a scope of enhancement every way. So there is always a scope. There is a great scope, and I will not say it is something which is no. There is no scope. It is a scope is always there.
शेफ आपने बोला है आपने आईटीसी सोनार पे था
Ah,
हेलो
yes,
हाँ
yes, yes.
हाँ तो हम लोग बोलते हैं कोलकाता स्ट्रीट फूड इट्स इज पैराडाइज ऑफ स्ट्रीट फूड सो व्हिच टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रीट फूड यू मोस्टली प्रेफर
Me
यस
in Calcutta.
या
See, I had been in Calcutta for 5, 6 years. Okay. Calcutta is a hub of food actually. Calcutta is a hub of food. There is all food is there actually. There is a food which is from Nawab's side. There is a very good Bengali food. There is a very good Chinese, Indo-Chinese food. There is a food which is from eastern sector also, like your food from Assam, food from these hilly states actually. So Calcutta is a hub of the food. And which food I used to like there is I used to like some Bengali food, and I used to like some what you call that Mughlai food. Okay, so I used to taste like biryanis are very famous in Calcutta, and there are some good kebabs also. And then I used to have some machi items from that Bengali cuisine, like your sarso mach, your sarso fish. So it is some of the things I remember still actually when I was in Calcutta. I used to like these type of items.
Kolkata is a famous for the sweets also. So
Yeah, in sweets, Calcutta is famous for actually chana sweets actually.
exactly.
See, and there are two types of sweets in India. One is chana base, one is mawa base. Mawa
Exactly.
base, naturally, it is North India where good sweets, you will find good best sweets. Delhi, Rajasthan, UP, Punjab. And actually, chana base sweets are best in Bengal and Odisha. These are the two states where you will find the best sweets actually. So naturally, I used to enjoy a lot of sandesh. Your different like Nalin good sandesh, your gulapati sandesh. You have so many things actually. So I used to try these type of items which are sandesh based items actually. Sorry, chana based items. And then your rasmalai, rasgullas, which is rasgulla, which is so famous from Bengal. So, and then Mishti Doi, naturally, one of the best Doi I had, that is a Mishti Doi actually.
Uh, Chef, uh, what is your favorite ingredient to work?
See, my favorite ingredient is, which is most important, is the salt. If salt is not there, there is nothing, I will tell you. Second favorite ingredient, what I like is lemon. You know, lemon is the item where usage is in a lot of places. When you go in marinations, you add in the marinations. When you go in the dressings and sauces, you do the dressing and sauces with lemon. When you have to preserve the things, you do with the preservation technique. And if you have to keep your health go in a good shape, so you take lemon water, lemon water. So lemon is the second one actually, and salt is the first one, because without salt you can't make out anything actually. Whether other ingredients are little less also, but the salt is the basic which provides. If salt is not there, whatever you will add, it will not give you that taste.
Chef, what is your what is your most memorable part of any puja or any festival?
Yeah, like while I was in Calcutta during this Durga Puja, we used to go for hopping up pandals. We used to go for do the Mahabhoj, because I was in those days at ITC actually. So we used to do a big Bhoj where no lot of people will come on one these 4 5 days. They used to come every day, and naturally, and then you will see while you go pandal hopping, you will see it is something like that. It is a mini gallery actually, art gallery when these pujas are in Calcutta. It is a mini art gallery of the world actually. It is not a mini art gallery, it is a big art gallery of the world, actually, you can say. So that type of pandals, that is a very famous thing. Then naturally, food is the most important thing on the pujas, where you will people will know enjoy with the food. They will forget everything. They will not see day and night is there or day is there. So everything is vanished. Night is are vanished. Days are vanished. It is same thing. So in the preparations and in these day in this festivity activities, so people go after food, people go after hopping, pandal hopping. They just go for the doing the artistic dances and so many things. So I remember those things, and I used to like those things actually while I was in Bengal that time, Calcutta. That are the
Chef,
remembrances actually.
शेफ लास्ट टू डेकेड्स मतलब 20 साल में बहुत सारी चेंजेस आया है हर कोई इंडस्ट्री में मतलब फूड इंडस्ट्री में भी बहुत सारी चेंजेस आया है लोग पसंद भी डिफरेंट हो गया है मतलब खाने पीने का चॉइस भी अलग हो गया है तो कौन सा टाइप का अभी जो नया ट्रेंड है और पिछले जो ट्रेंड था उसमें कितना डिफरेंस है
See, what has happened actually, lifestyles have changed. With the industrialization, with the commercialization, lifestyles of the people have changed. Earlier days, we had a very laborious type of works. Maximum works are very laborious. Now, these days, those type of jobs are very less. Now, the jobs are, they are just mental. You have to use the brains. Okay, you are sitting in the offices. You are not doing much movement. So, naturally, when lifestyle changes, your food also changes. So if you will not change your food, naturally, it will become a little problematic for your life. So with the advent of these type of improvements, and the changes in the like commercialization happened more, industrialization happened more, travel started more, and business entrepreneurship started more, started no big what you call multinational came to the India. So naturally lifestyle change, people got the jobs, their lifestyle changed. So naturally with that thing, now food naturally has to change, so it has to suit to the activity of a person. So naturally, earlier days we used to have a very rich food, very fatty food. We used to have a lot of richness in the food. Nowadays, naturally, people prefer very fresh food. They prefer fibrous food. They prefer protein also. They prefer fat also, but in a limited quantity. They don't go for only fatty food or carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Now there is a people are aware. The people who are literate class, who are educated class, they are aware about the what are their requirements actually. What are their requirements of a daily living, the daily life of office life or whatever life they are leading or whatever profession they are in. They know what are their requirements, what they should eat. So accordingly, so there is a lot of change in the food habits of the people also. Now once there is a change, actually you have to develop the things as per that. When there is a change in food habits, you have to develop the menus as per that also. You have to change, develop the menus which is suiting to the requirements of the new generations who are looking for the healthy stuff, who are looking for the fibrous stuff, who are looking for the less fat stuff, who are looking for the less carbohydrate stuff. So you have to develop the menus as per that. So that is the change actually, that is the change.
शेफ भाई इतना सारी चेंजेस तो आए हैं, तो शायद जो मैरिज पार्टी और पार्टी जो और जो इवेंट का जो खाना होता है, तो उसमें भी बहुत सारी चेंजेस आए हैं. तो
See, yeah. Okay.
हाँ, तो कैन यू टेल मी समथिंग व्हिच टाइप ऑफ चेंजेस actually people are preferred right now?
See, I will tell you now. Marriage. You are talking about the marriage, which is again a festivity. It is a festive occasion again, because marriage in India or anywhere in the world is something which is very special. Like we have a Durga Puja these days, so we do the lot of festivities. Same thing is a marriage. It is not a same thing, but it is also a one type of happiness in a person's what you call in a person's this thing life. So when there is a marriage of any boy or girl, it is a happiness for them. It is a happiness for their parents. It is a happiness for their neighbors as well as relatives. So it is what happens actually in this case also, when you express, when you are happier, again you go for, you don't see in front of your happiness actually. When you are happy, you do the best things actually for on that occasion. So what happens in happiness mood, you give different, you go for a good food. So then you go for a good what you call good arrangements for your marriage. So you put lot of money. It depends people to people, because some people are very they are moneyed people, they spend in that way. Some people are not so much money, but still they also spend as per their limit actually. But ultimately these have changed, because the more money has come into the country, into the hands of the people, the more luxurious marriages are happening, the more big marriages are happening. So now they are developing thematic marriages are happening, and then now extensive menus are made, which are from different cuisines actually. So it is not just one Indian cuisine. There are almost 12 cuisines, and there are different types of foods. There are health foods also, there are organic foods also, there are so many types of foods also served in a marriage. So this has also changed, and it is because lifestyle has changed. Money has come into the hands of the people. Extra money has come into the hands of people, which they can now spend on the marriages. So that is a change in the marriages. Earlier days it was not there that much money.
एक्चुअली ये सब जो फेस्टिवल होता है शेफ, तो इसमें वर्ल्ड क्विजीन कितना परसेंटेज ऑफ पीपल वर्ल्ड क्विजीन को एक्सेप्ट करते हैं?
See, all depends actually. It all depends on the what type of gathering you are having, what type of marriage you are having. Okay. Now, marriage is also, if it is a Bengali marriage, Naturally, the people who are maximum will be Bengalis. What will be their preference? So that is most important. If it is a marriage which is a vegetarian or Marwadi marriage, so what are the people coming in that marriage? Who are the people? When they see what happens actually in any marriage, in this festive marriages, what happens in big marriages, what happens when the guest comes in, they discuss the menus. They just show their what they want actually. They no express their this thing what they want in the menu. So once they express their wishes, we note it down and we make the menus as per their wishes. Then what happens once we make they say they inform us that they have this type of people coming into the marriage, like they are coming. There are people coming from Europe. There are people coming from Bombay. There are people coming from South. So they will tell you like that. So you will just estimate how many percent South Indians, how many percent foreigners, how many percent Bengalis, how many percent Marwadis. So you will take that percentage. On that basis you will no you will make a menu so that at least there is something for everyone. So their own one, two, three items are there so that no, if they don't like any other food, at least they can go for their own food. So that is the basic concept of any this thing menu making, any menu planning. So then you see, yeah, these type of people are there. Now if there are foreigners, naturally you have to keep lot of what you call that European food or Western food. But again, when there are foreigners, they do sometimes they don't want to take their own food. They want to try Indian food, local food. So that also comes into your knowledge from the host side actually. It is a preference what host gives you, what he says you. Accordingly, you make the menus and you frame the menus for the function actually for the event. And then again, now there again menu making like what you asked is like marriage or anything, any festivity. Menu again depends what type of people are there. Are they old? Are they young? Are they college goers? Are they professionals? Are they doctors? Are they businessmen? Are they business community? So these are the no different things. And are they like vegetarian totally? Are they strictly vegan? Vegan total? So these are all things you keep in mind when you frame the menus actually. Once you keep these all details with you, it is a details you should have with you, minor details. Then you can frame a proper menu. Then you can frame a very accurate menu which will suit to the guest. Which will suit to the guest. These are the very important points you have to note down before framing any menu. Because you don't know who is the people in front of you who are going to come tomorrow. So you are not a magician, so you know it, but only host knows who are the people who are going to come into the party or who are going to come into this what you call that in his event or in his marriage event. So he only knows. So he will tell you, okay, these are the people who are going to come in my event. So please frame a menu like this, and this is the age group. So on those criteria, you frame the menus, and you frame the menus on those basis, cuisine wise also whatever he wants. That on that basis you do it.
शेफ, आपका जो करियर है इसमें आपने बहुत दिन से इंडस्ट्री को सर्व किया है और बहुत सारी सेलिब्रिटीज के भी साथ काम किया है। तो कौन सा कोई इंसिडेंट है जो शेयर के लायक, मतलब कोई क्रिकेटर, कोई फिल्म स्टार और समथिंग लाइक दैट जो उसको खाना पसंद आए और कोई स्पेशल मोमेंट?
See, I had an opportunity to do good caterings actually of prime ministers and presidents actually. So we have done a catering for President Putin also. Okay, it is long back. We have served food to President Bill Clinton also, and we have served food to Prime Minister Modi also. And quite recently, just 3 years back, it was the exclamation from Prime Minister Modi that how you make such beautiful and so much variety of food. So he was very happy with the food. So once he was in an event, so he made this comment: "How what a beautiful and so variable food you are making. How you do it?" So this was the comment actually from PM Modi. So this is a recent one, and there are a lot of incidents happen like that when someone naturally food is something. Say it touches, it goes to your mouth. Once it reaches to your mouth, it immediately gives you happiness. So when you are happy, naturally you say something good to a person who has made it or who has prepared it for you. So naturally it is no, it is a sensory thing actually. Your senses become, all the senses agree with each other. Or it is eyes, they see this food, or eyes see and they get attracted. And your mouth, your tongue tastes and it gets no saliva in the mouth. And same thing with the, you touch the food, you feel that softness or whatever you want, crunchiness in the food. So these are the things. Now, when these you get accurate these type of things in a food, naturally it pleases you, it makes you happier. So once it makes you happier, you express towards the person who has made it or towards the person who is serving. This is the fact of the food actually. Food is something, no, which is very very vital for the happiness of any person.
शेफ, कोई भी चीज, मतलब जब कोई नया मेनू आपको बनाना पड़ता है, मतलब कोई भी नया डिश आप रेगुलरली रिसर्च करते हो, तो कौन सा टाइप का चीज आपको पसंद होता है? मतलब वो स्टाइलिंग और उसका फ्रेगनेंस, उसका टेस्ट, कौन सा आप पहले ध्यान में रख के वो स्टार्ट करते हैं?
देखिए, we are Indians actually. Okay, the first thing what we see, whatever you made is tasty. It is the taste which matters in India. Look wise also good. It should be look wise good. It should be presentable. It should be, everything should be there. But it is the taste and the flavor of the food actually which matters in India. So because it is not in other countries, food is little different. Okay, if it is not flavored, okay, it is not. It doesn't matter in some of the places. Yeah, if it is bland, also they are used to that bland food. But with us in India and yeah, in what you call South Asia, in our areas, what happened, we have taste buds which are used to a different flavors and tastes actually from beginning, from our no childhood. So we have been brought up like that. So we want chatpata food, we want something with the mustard, we want something with the sweetness, we want something with the spiciness, we want something with the flavored like flavors, and we want, ultimately it should be a tasty food. Now, once it is tasty food, if immediately it will give you know that sensation, oh, it is good. So you express immediately. So topmost thing, priority is the taste actually, as far as India is concerned actually. It is the taste.
शेफ, अभी जो नया बार्डिंग जो शेफ्स है, जो ये ट्रेड पे आना चाहते हैं, और होम शेफ, जो जितने सारी होम शेफ है, आप अगर कोई उसको मैसेज देना चाहते और कुछ बोलना चाहते?
देखिए, होम शेफ्स हो या बडिंग शेफ्स हो, यंग शेफ्स हो, who are working in this field actually, I will just seeing so many years in this industry now, I will just tell them that just concentrate on the basics actually. Who are the young chefs who are just entering the industry? They have to develop the basics actually. They have to have the basics knowledge with them. And then they have to have basic skills with them. They have to try for those things, and slowly everything will come to them. They will not become big chefs immediately, but it will take them some time. But at this stage they should engross themselves into the job actually, to develop themselves by way of developing their skills, by developing their knowledge. And how they will do it, it is only just by working hard. If they will devote the time, naturally, if they do it with their hands, they will practice it more, they will develop it. If they just observe, it takes too much of time actually. To by observation, you don't learn fast. By doing with your hands something, by following your boss, by following your supervisor and how he is doing and trying it out again next time, makes you little better actually. It makes you little better. So slowly you become perfect actually. Slowly you develop the skill set. You get the knowledge of the things, and ultimately, naturally, you will progress only when your foundation is strong. This is the foundation for any young chef actually. He has to develop his foundation first. He has to build his foundation. So foundation will be always on the basics. Your basics has to be very, very strong. Either it is your knife skills, it is your marinations, it is your cooking, it is your cutting, it is your chopping, it is your mise en place, it is your presentation. So these things, the basics has to be very strong. So once they are basics strong, and naturally they will grow up, and once with time they will grow up, and it will be beneficial for them. So they will become very good chefs. And the home chefs which I have seen also, there are a lot of home chefs who are doing the great things in their homes now. They have started catering also, they have started supplying food also. Naturally I have seen lot of stuff which is coming on the net also, so which comes on Facebook or which comes in different social media also. They are doing very good work actually. And it is also progressing very well. And the way it is going, I think they will be also, so after some years, there will be a good competition between the professional chefs and home chefs ultimately in the market.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you for your precious time. आपका व्हाट्स न्यू लाइफ और आनंद इंपीरियल आपको बहुत बहुत मुबारक देते हैं और थैंक यू फॉर टुडेज लाइफ.
Thank you very much. Thank you for all the viewers also from my side. It is a pleasure to be here with you, and I thank all the people who will be viewing this episode. And I hope you do something better, actually, something more actually on this, because with this activity, what happens is, social media is the what you call platform which which gives more and more this thing trust to the different lines to get promoted, actually get progress, get promoted. So it is a good thing actually. You are using this line for this purpose, for the culinary purpose. Thank you once again to everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.